going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on SHEEPSTAYSLEEPTV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building right now. If you are here, put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. But put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear, fam. Shout out to everyone who is here. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone. Okay. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Share it on your Facebook, your Instagrams, your Twitters, anywhere that you share content. Make sure you share today's show. Today, we're going to get into it. I wouldn't say this is a part 2 of yesterday's show, but if that's what y'all would like to call it, then I wouldn't mind. But let me get over here to the chat room and give some shout outs before I get into today's show. And if y'all haven't saw yesterday's show, make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. Make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. This was yesterday's show. Why are we still killing our leaders? Why are we still killing our leaders, brothers? Make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. Make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. Shout out to y'all once again. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Shout out to Miss Angie in the building. Shout out to you, Miss Angie. Always coming through and holding down the chat. Shout out to Miss Angie. Shout out to Jay from Philly. Shout out to my man Jay from Philly. Salute. Shout out to the OG Mace. Salute. Shout out to Charles Ramsey in the building. Salute. Andre Harris. Salute. Shout out to you, Cuzzo. Shout out to Jeff Reviews in the building. Hey, Miss Mona. Good to see you, love. Shout out to you. Appreciate your support. Shout out to my man Bob. What's good, Bob? Salute. Shout out to the underrated darkness. Salute, my brother. Salute, family. Shout out to Miss Letitia in the building. Good to see you, sweetheart. I appreciate your support, as always. Let's see who else up in here. Hey, Just Jay, what's going on, Cyber Boo? What's going on, girl? Shout out to my man Hubert in the building. Shout out to my man Hubert. Asar, what's going on, Asar? Shout out to everyone, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all share the show. Hey, what's up, Toya? Good to see you, Toya. Shout out to Miss Garnetta Brown in the building. Shout out to my man Dion Covington in the building. Salute. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. And today's show, do black men pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Do black men pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Oh, yeah, we going there today. We are going there today. We're going there today because all I see being disseminated, all I hear on these podcasts, make sure y'all tune in to FMP. That's Foundational Manhood Podcast. Make sure y'all tune into that. We dropped our first episode. Make sure y'all go and check that out. Shout out to my brother, the Book of Ronan, by the way. But all I hear from black men on these podcasts, from black men on YouTube for the most part, is a bunch of tomfoolery. A bunch of shit that keeps us in some shit. This is what brothers are promoting today. They're promoting everything in every way to keep you in some shit. You're not hearing brothers teaching other brothers how to get out some shit, how to stay out of some shit. Now, as we know, it's not easy. Well, excuse me, it's very easy. It is not hard for a black man to get himself into some shit here anywhere. We can't even say here in America no more. We just got to say anywhere. Anywhere we go, there's a possibility just by us being black men, we could go somewhere and possibly get into some shit. But we are using our voice, our influence to tell black men or to teach black men how to stay in some shit. Now, what is this shit that I'm talking about? They're teaching you guys are teaching black men how to stay insecure, what y'all are doing is y'all are teaching men how to stay insecure, how y'all are not teaching us how to be financially secure. Y'all are teaching black men how to stay broken. And how are y'all doing this? By promoting shit like dripping and tricking. See, because that's what the whole passport shit is about. And I'm not going to delve into that too much because, as y'all know, if y'all have been supporting Sheep Stay Sleep TV, y'all know I've been spoke on the whole SYSBM passport fraudulence. I've been spoke on that. So I'm not going to get into that, but I have to bring it up because this is what you guys are speaking about. When all of that shit is just guys promoting a lifestyle that aids and abets in their destruction. All you're doing is pledging allegiance to white supremacy. That's all you're doing. When you decide to say, well, I'm not going to have children by black women no more because they're black women and something has to be wrong with black women that somehow isn't wrong with any other women. When you're doing this consciously, black man, you are pledging allegiance to white supremacy. It's not because you like white women or you like Spanish women. No, it's because you actually think something wrong with black women. See, you're pledging allegiance to white supremacy because that is the mindset that drove you to make that decision. You see? You see? Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button and share the show. Hit the like button and share today's show. But this is what black men are promoting. They're promoting slavery, suffering, and death. This is what you black men are promoting. And see, the promotion of this is very, very popular because with social media running the world, there is an underlying message about black men who are living and trying to teach other brothers that living a certain lifestyle is wrong. There is an active onslaught against these men. There is a deliberate attack on these men. These men are never funded. These men are poorly sponsored. Why is this? And see, this, I used to think about this when I was in my teenage years. This is what I used to think about. Why do black men think it's a better business decision to invest in the poison than to invest into the cure? I always wanted to know this. Why do you think now you keep hearing these niggas around here saying, man, this shit is just entertainment. Man, this ain't really about nothing. You know, it's nothing real behind it. It's just entertainment. So you're relegating all the shit that you've done, all the time that you spent here to entertainment. Which leads back to what? Black men pledging allegiance to white supremacy. See, it goes back to black men wanting to be rappers and ball players. We just entertainers. You see? Y'all don't understand how intricate white supremacy is. This is why Dr. Neely Fuller did the compensatory code. He's the one who created black people need to get on code. Black people need a code of ethics, a code of honor. Because this is how white supremacy is set up. This is what they teach. This is what they preach. Their code, the things that they live by, the lifestyle that they want the people to live. See, we don't understand that. We don't understand this. This is why we have to move away from the lifestyle. Because as long as you're living That lifestyle, you're pledging allegiance to white supremacy. Because that lifestyle leads to what? Black death. Which does what? Increases the chances of white genetic survival. You see? And they've understood this for generations. And this shit has been going on for generations. So I asked the question, do black men pledge allegiance to white supremacy? See, because if you pledge allegiance to a life of crime, if you pledge allegiance to a life of killing your own brothers in the name of making money, selling drugs and destroying the environment in your neighborhood where the next generations of kids, including your own, are gonna have to play. You see, that's pledging allegiance to white supremacy, because that is what they want us to do. This is how they're able to gentrify our neighborhoods, through crime. And once they give everybody the RICO law and send all the black men to jail, they raise the rent up on the women and the kids, so the kids got to move out, and then they gentrify the whole neighborhood. White supremacy. Y'all don't see this yet? Y'all don't see how y'all pledging allegiance to it, right? But y'all gonna learn today. Hit the like button and share the show. You see? This is why it's time for black men to get off the dumb shit. Because it's right in our face. We're just ignoring it because we too focused on Balenciaga. You see? That's what we focused on. We too focused on looking good for the gram. When all of this shit is distractions from what we really need to be doing. If you're not using it for what it's intended for, then it's a distraction. See, because if we really use the shit for what it was used for, or what it is intended for, excuse me, then black men as a whole, as a collective, can be more useful and resourceful to one another. You see? See this? Let me show you how, right here on YouTube, how black men pledge allegiance to white supremacy. You niggas will get up here and say, oh, YouTube is a business. Right? YouTube is a business. So why don't we do like the Arabs do with the corner stores and share our products or our services and promote it through each other's platforms and do business? See, why is that? Why was that so hard to do? Because black men can't do the most important thing. And this is this is actually an important thing even in business. It's to be on one accord. You see? Black men can't even unify in thought. We can't even say, okay, we understand what we're up against as a group of men and unify on those points alone. Nobody said we got to walk around with each other. Nobody said I got to be at your goddamn house every day and you got to come to my goddamn cookout every summer. Nobody said that. Nobody said that. But the Arab man, he can go to another Arab store when he run out of bread and get 20 loaves of bread. And he probably only got to pay back for maybe 10 or 15 of them. Why? Because that other Arab man understands that we're Arab men. And like me, this man has a family. And he out here working just like me. And right now, he can't call a company to order no bread, but people keep coming in the store trying to buy some. So I'm going to make sure my brother have bread in his store. You see how that work? But you know what you niggas do? You niggas say, well, if you ain't got it, that's your problem, nigga. But then you go support the Arab who just went down a block and bought and got 20 loaves on credit. Your dumb ass is in there buying bread from him, though. See how we pledge allegiance to white supremacy? See how we pledge allegiance to our own fucking demise? Just by how we think. Oh, well, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. That's how niggas talk to one another. The Arab don't do that. The Chinese man don't do that. Niggas do it. Man, if you ain't got what you need, that's your problem. No agency. That is the first problem that black men suffer from, the lack of agency. How you think these other men are? How do you think these other men are tycoons and they run all of these companies? How do you think this happens? Because they have the support of other men in their group. You see, it's not about rugged individualism. It's not about that. Nowhere in the world does that work. But the black man somehow think it can work for him. For some reason, it just seems like it'll work for the black man. Hey, Queena, good to see you, love. Appreciate your support. What's up, Raven? Shout out to Bucket. What's going on, Sugar Bump? Somehow, this is how black men think, though. Because we pledge allegiance to white supremacy. We pledge allegiance to all the shit that keep us messed up. And you know how we could prove it? But through our behavior, through our interactions with each other. I spoke on yesterday's show. You had an ex-NFL player, brother, who was a referee, kill a goddamn youth football coach. See, that shows you how active black men are in participating in white supremacy. You see how active we are in this shit, brothers? See how active we are? We're active in our own destruction. We're pledging allegiance to this shit. We're taking oaths to uphold white supremacy. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You got a bunch of niggas on here running around here talking about they like to find ways to discourage the black men who are promoting change for the better. So they call men like that poor righteous teachers, armchair revolutionaries. These are, see, when you hear niggas talk like that, those are the niggas who uphold white supremacy. You see? Those are the niggas who uphold the same system that got them on child support. These are the same niggas. Because they're so downtrodden, they've been beat down so bad that they think that the only way to get out is to join them. If you can't beat them, join them. This is the mentality of a lot of black men today. Man, we can't, man, we ain't gonna never get out of this shit, man. Fuck it. Man, what we gonna do, man? Man, don't nobody want to hear that Malcolm X shit, man. Don't nobody want to hear that, man. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, man. Let's talk about these hoes. See how you pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Man, don't nobody want to hear about that shit. Don't nobody care about that. Man, we got to get this bag. White supremacy. Don't care about nothing else in life. Just chase a bag till you end up in one. And all you niggas sitting online talking about chasing this bag shit, a lot of you niggas ended up in bags early. You got one nigga who talked about the bag and bragged about the bag. He didn't even get a chance to enjoy his bag. Because he was so busy doing what? Pledging allegiance to white supremacy. Christian Louboutin, Gucci, Louis this, Louis that. Like black men don't make suits. Like black men don't make shoes. See how niggas pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Drinking Red Bull every day. White supremacy. Poison. And this is what he promoted. He met his demise by the same shit he promoted. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all on today's show, brother. What you pledge allegiance to will be your demise. And y'all pledge allegiance to white supremacy. You see? And what is how are black men meeting their demise? White supremacy is making them kill themselves. Because of the pressure, because of all the shit we see, we constantly bombarded with on social media, on TV, on billboards. Every time a goddamn car pass, a bus pass, whatever. You're being bombarded to accept the lifestyle, get the lifestyle, join the lifestyle, get this bag, rock this, live like this, smash this, live like this, eat this. They're force feeding this shit to you. It's on overdrive. Every time you click on a YouTube video, here's an ad. You need some new clothes? You want some pepperoni pizza, nigga? Huh? Have you been to the Cheesecake Factory yet? Huh? What kind of car do you drive? Let's see. You need a Benz. Oh, you're a big guy. So we're going to make sure you get the new F-150. You see? See, because when they get you to uphold consumerism, consumerism is what powers the business of white supremacy. You see? Are y'all following me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all following me. Shout out to everybody in the building. I want to know if y'all following me. See, because we got to start learning just how deep this shit goes. You see? See, it's bigger than you just wearing clothes. See, because like Master P said, when you're wearing someone else's clothes, you're wearing someone else's name. You see? And everyone's name come with an energy behind it. So as black men, look at what you're wearing and think about the energy that's behind those brands. So if there's zesty energy behind these clothing brands you're wearing and you're supposed to be straight, think about this. You see why you see why we're dealing with the rise of the Zestiana? You see how zesty it gets? Where it starts with the clothing, the name. Versace, 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 Versace. Why am I wearing a homosexual's clothes? Not that I got anything against homosexuals. Y'all are people, yeah. I don't agree with y'all lifestyle. I don't get down like that. So I never want to harness any of that energy. I don't never want to harness any of that energy. So I'm not going to wear their clothes. You see? See, because what they want black men to focus on is they want black men to focus on everyone else but themselves. They want you to find value in everyone else's name and not your own. There's no value in your name. You wouldn't dare put your name on shit. You see? You see? This is why we got to move away from this shit. So we could start finding value in accepting the weight of our own name. How much weight do your name carry? Do your name carry enough weight to put on t-shirts? Because if it does, you should be rocking your shit. If your name hold weight like that, if your name come with a certain energy that other dudes will want to get down with. See, I don't want to get down with zesty energy. So I'm not wearing that shit. And I'm glad I'm a big nigga, so I can't fit it. I can't even fit it. You see? See, because they want black men to divorce themselves and marry white supremacy. You see? This is why they get you to wear other people's names, fall in love with other people's brands, and all of that type of shit. To move you away from self-worth. They don't want you to think your name means shit. They don't want you to think your name hold any weight. This is why I love Master P and how he began to rebrand himself. is bigger than him just doing business. What he's doing is he's showing black men that, black man, your name could be in the stores every goddamn day. That's why he make ramen noodles. He make macaroni and cheese. He make a bunch of shit. Because what he's teaching black men is, hey, you ain't just gotta be no rapper. You can be like Hamburger Helper. You can be like these people. He's showing black men we need to get back to what's important. What our people need: food, clothing, and shelter. See, because outside of that, right? Once you start getting outside of that and you start playing in the entertainment realm and all of that other shit, you're dealing with white supremacy. You playing in a game where they rule. You see? We got to develop our own plan and develop our own game and play our own game. Black men, let's stop trying to play everybody else's game. We already at the fucking bottom as a group of men. Who the fuck are we competing with? What sense does it make to compete with each other when as a group of men, we at the bottom? Why would I compete with another black man when we're both at the bottom? Okay, nigga, you got $3 over lunch money. As a group, when you look at the statistics, black men are last in everything. So there's no reason for us to be competing with each other. But that's what white supremacy teaches us. That only one of you niggas could be at the top. Only one of you niggas could be a millionaire. Only one of you niggas could take care of everyone. It can't be all of us. It can only be one. See, that's what white supremacy taught us. And we believe that shit. That's why we operate with each other the way that we do. Because black men are pledging allegiance. We're pledging allegiance to white supremacy. We're pledging allegiance to our destruction. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. They have convinced us that it is better to destroy each other. It's better to do that. It's better to do that. That's what they've convinced us, that it's better to just do that. If you want to make money real quick, invest in prisons. When they know that the black man is the most incarcerated man. So why, as a black man, you gonna go invest in prisons? Oh, it's just business. It's not personal. Nigga, how isn't it personal when black men deal with high incarceration rates? What are you talking about? Oh, because you pledge allegiance to white supremacy. You don't give a fuck about the black man or the conditions of the black man. You care about your pockets like white supremacy. The black man ain't nothing but an inmate to you. He just a number. He's just an account number to you, right? Just like he is to the white man. See? See that? See? So when you say that, oh, DS1, it ain't that personal. You know, it's business to invest in prisons. But who dealing with the highest incarceration rates? And if you're in business of housing black men, where we know that the majority of black men in prison are fucking innocent, what does that say about you? You see? What does that say about you? Why do you think back in the day, black men who did business, everything was grassroots? Because they wasn't going to take no money for investing in the destruction of their people. That's why. You can't take the check for investing in the destruction of your people and then say, well, I used the money to rebuild the hood. You rebuild the hood to do what? To send all them niggas to jail. Because you already invested in it. Come on now. But then when we see a George Floyd, when we see Alton Sterling, when we see all of these incidents with them killing us, then we want to cry out. But what about our behavior on a daily basis? What about our mentalities? See, that cry out that we do when we see shit happen to black men, you know what? I'm going to tell you what that is. That is expected. That's why they killed all those black men on camera. That's why they killed all those black men and it was recorded and they showed it to us and they kept replaying it. It was to get that feeling out of us. You see? Because they know at the end of the day, the way to see some shit change is to change your behavior and to change your mentality. Change where you put your money at. See, they know that about black men. They know black men to get up there, yo, I'm sick of these cops. I'm sick of this shit. But then you're going to go put your money in the same shit you've been putting your money in. And that shit caters to your destruction. They know you're going to do that. They know it. They know it. So I asked the question today, do we pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Have we thrown in the towel and said, man, fuck it. It is what it is. We done. We done with fighting. Because I always see there is a dishonor for the men who stand against this shit nowadays. See, when I was growing up, the men who spoke on these issues, who weren't afraid, they were actually honored. They were honored. Not gonna say they were popular, but they were honored. Now it's like nobody want to hear what's right. It's like almost doing what's right is almost frowned upon now. To say what's right is frowned upon. You're looked at as, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, don't nobody want to hear that shit. When did black men really start ignoring the truth? It's not that it's falling on deaf ears. I'm watching you niggas purposely ignore it. I'm watching you niggas purposely ignore it. Purposely. The same shit that you niggas sat around and said that was against black men 2-3 years ago, you niggas are now upholding it. The same lifestyle that we was teaching against is now being promoted. So I'm asking this question. Do black men pledge allegiance to white supremacy? Do we pledge allegiance to our extermination? Because we deal with a constant threat of extermination. Now we got to deal with monkeypox. On top of COVID still being out here, on top of dealing with the police, on top of dealing with these stupid niggas that'll kill you for a goddamn ham sandwich. We still got to deal with persistent barriers to wealth, joblessness, poor health conditions, not just due to our diet, but due to the lack of fucking medical representation. But we running around out here worrying about who went to Thailand and had sex. This is the dumb shit we concerned with. Who got a passport to go to another country and have sex? What type of stupid shit is that? Why are we even concerned with who another man's sleeping with? Dog, if you going to another country, the last thing I'm worried about is who you fucking. Me being a fat nigga, the first thing I'm going to ask you is what you ate. That's the first thing I'm going to ask. Nigga, what you ate? Then I'm going to ask you, where did you go? Any museums? You got any pictures of any artifacts, any architecture? Where's the animals? I'm an animal guy. Anybody that know me personally, they know me. I love food, music, and animals. So don't tell me you went and got your passport and you over there in East Asia somewhere. But I don't see no temples. I don't see shit. Show me an animal. Show me a lizard. Show me the birds out there. Because anything else you're showing me, you're upholding white supremacy. See, you think part of this plan was never to separate black men and black women? That was the first goddamn plan. Was to make black men hate black women and to hate and to make black women hate black men. Keep them at odds so their family could never be functional. So what you're doing nothing but upholding white supremacy. Black man, they don't want you to be with her. You see? That's how their economic plan works. You see? Y'all don't get it yet? Y'all don't get it yet, huh? That was the first plan. So you niggas ain't doing nothing slick. You doing what they want you to do. You doing exactly what they want you to do. You're not opposing environment. You're nesting, black man. You're nesting. That's what you're doing. You're doing exactly what they want you to do. You're living how they want you to live. You're thinking how they want you to think. Last time I checked, men oppose environment. When a man don't like some shit, he get up and he change it. He get up and make moves to make sure that shit don't happen to him no more. What happened to that, fellas? Why you think we had Malcolm? Why you think we had Marcus Garvey? Why you think we had Martin Luther King? Why you think we had all of these men who stood up? What do you think they were standing up for? Did not to fucking be slaves and to be slave-minded. How you gonna be free pledging allegiance to white supremacy? How you gonna be free, black man? How you gonna be free? So you gonna go run to freedom, but leave your kids in bondage with their mama? That's what you gonna do? Fellas, we gotta think about what we're doing out here. You gotta think about what you representing. What you representing? What you representing? Are you representing the revival and the rejuvenation of the black man, or are you representing the destruction of the black man, which is white supremacy? That's the whole goal of white supremacy. The whole goal. Because once the black man goes, guess what goes after him? His woman and his goddamn children. Because, as I said before, women and children are the spoils of war. So what are we doing? That's my thing. What are we doing? That's what I want to know. Y'all dudes get up here and say every day, oh, our women don't listen to us. They listen to the system. Nigga, you listen to the system too. Because you won't come together with other black men so we can create our own goddamn system to move the way we need to move for us and our family, like every other men do. The Asian man come to America with his own goddamn system, and his people flourish because of the system that those men created. Why black men can't get it together? We could talk about how every other man do what they do, how every other man had privileges that black men don't have. Yeah, because they doing shit that we won't fucking do. Like, get the fuck out our own way. Get out our own way. It's always a competition. We're always combative. It's always some bullshit. We in our own way. Do you wonder why we can't properly build? We can't properly sustain anything that we build. Because we always on bullshit with each other. Every time we turn around, it's something. It's some type of bullshit. Always. Because we look for it. We look for it. This is why I say we got to heal, fellas. Because we go into situations looking for bullshit with each other. Man, I'm just waiting for this nigga to try to fuck me over so I could kill him. This is our mentality, black men. This is our mentality. I'm just waiting for this nigga to try me. This is our mentality with each other. With each other. This is our mentality. Right now, One of the biggest cases that everybody talking about is the whole Young Thug shit. All that shit is over ego. Dumb shit. And who wins at the end of the day? White supremacy wins. White supremacy wins. All them niggas going to jail. Young Thug is a multi-millionaire. He's sitting in jail. This is what we do, black men. We go get all this fucking money, right? And then we go to jail with it. We go to jail with millions. Because we still got to prove we tough to each other. Dumb nigga shit. Shit that could have been worked out with a conversation. But no, I got to prove I'm tougher than this nigga. I'm going to show this nigga. Now look. Everybody in jail. Whoever ain't in jail, they dead. Who wins? White supremacy. The money's gone. Because guess what? He got a fucking RICO case. They're going to take all his money. All of that money you have, you are buying guns and drugs, young Jeffrey. You was funding a gang organization. They're going to take every penny from that man. Every penny. Every dollar. They coming for it. RICO charge. Why you think they gave him the RICO? Why you think they ain't just hit him with separate charges? They gave him the RICO because they could take his money too. White supremacy wins, nigga. They win. Why? Because Thug and them was pledging allegiance to that shit. They was pledging allegiance to a lifestyle that will eventually destroy you. And I don't know when you niggas gonna learn this shit. Nobody wins. You don't win. You don't win. You don't win. There are no winners. The feds win. White supremacy wins when you play that game. When are we gonna learn this, black man? You think you new niggas think, oh, you gonna look at the old niggas and think you gonna do something to get around it that the old niggas didn't do. No, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, bro. You're supposed to learn something from the OGs. You think you just smarter. You just think you can hide it a little better. How do you think that when the police officers are getting younger and younger? The federal agents are getting younger and younger. So they coming off the block with the gang members. They coming off the block with the hustlers, with the scammers. So they know the lingo and everything. It's time to wake up, brothers. The shit is over. The streets are over. The streets is over. Pledging allegiance to white supremacy will lead you where it has always led black men, to the goddamn prison yard or to the graveyard. See, because living the life of crime is pledging allegiance to white supremacy. You see? Why do you think when all street guys get caught up, what do they say? Oh, I got to go give my time to the white man. Uncle Sam, I got to go pay my tax. See? Because crime is one of America's biggest businesses. You see? We make you poor so you can commit crime, and then we punish you with our system to show you that we're supreme and that we can commit crime and not get away with it. We could commit crime and get away with it. Not you. Not you. We could sell you drugs and get away with it. Not you. See, when are we going to learn this, fellas? You can't do what they do. That crime and all of that shit, leave that for them. That's their line of work. Black men, we're intelligent, we're handsome, we're charismatic, we're resilient, we're strong. We don't have to commit crime. We don't. Crime was never our strong point. Let's just be real. We got our legendary hustlers, our legendary crime bosses and all of that type of stuff. But crime was never our strong point. You know what our strong point was? Positivity. That's what we made our mark in the world doing, being inventors, being leaders, innovators, cultivators, trailblazers. That's what black men are great at. Trendsetters. We're not really that great at crime. There's only a few of us who are really great at crime. You know, that's not our strong point. Negativity is not our strong point. It's not. Why do you think we always lose when we indulge? Why do you think we lose the biggest? That's not our strong point, dog. The biggest and greatest drug dealers are not black men. They're not. The biggest and greatest and smoothest killers and serial killers and hitmen are not black men. You may have some notable names. You know, like them boys in Philly, Sam Christian and them boys was dangerous. Sam Christian and Bo Baines and them boys was dangerous. But even them, they don't compare to a Richard Kalinsky, a Sammy the Bull Gravano. You see what I'm saying? They don't even compare to those guys. That's not our strong point, fellas. So how is crime really profiting us when we lose in the long run, when our families lose in the long run? See, you may profit by having all the money in your account, but your family lose in the long run when you're sitting in prison. See, that's the shit Thug thinking about now. Yeah, he was big blood, slime life. Now he in jail, and he might not be coming home. And his homies rolled on him. See, pledging allegiance to white supremacy will never profit us. It will always destroy us because it's built to destroy black men. It's built to do it. That's how it's designed. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit the like button. Share today's show. Hit the like button and share the show. I appreciate everyone in the building. Let me get over here to some of your comments. Shout out to Cherokee Janae. What's up, Cherokee Janae? Welcome to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Raven says, if we don't get it together, I believe our people are going to end up in reservation/encampments and forgotten if we are not annihilated first. Yeah, I've heard that too, Raven. I've heard that before by a lot of people. A lot of people do believe that. Antonia, what's up, Antonia? That's right, Dion. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Dion says, just seen a video about Philadelphia. No more graveyard space for young black men. Wow. 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 And I could believe it. And the Philly DA just announced that they are cracking down on the gang shit in Philadelphia. And I spoke on this already. I spoke on this a year and a half, going on 2 years ago. How Chicago was first, New York was next. After New York was going to be who? Philadelphia. I said this already. I knew it was coming. Because, see, I know how white supremacy works. See, white supremacy spin the block on you. See, when you're doing the devil's work, the devil's never done with you. See how that work? So, yeah, you're getting all this money, committing crime, doing all this shit. You the big homie. Yeah, your young slime life. Yeah, that big homie. Young thugger. And then they spin the block on your ass. Now you got life. Now you got life. See how they do you? Yeah, dog run Atlanta. Dog run the streets of Atlanta. Yup. Let's see if he run the jails, though. See how that work? A.R. Ab run the streets of Philly. A.R. Ab run Philly. A.R. Ab run Philly. He in the feds now. They gave him 60 years. Y'all think it's a game. Gave him 60 years. Railroaded him. And they railroaded A.R. Ab. Hit him with the RICO. Hold that. In Philly. It's not a game. It's not a game. Fellas, stop playing with these people. And let's come together and figure this shit out. Keep playing with these people, man. They're going to show you who they are. They're going to show you who they are. They're going to show you the kind of business they like to do. They're going to show you. See, Thug learning a very hard lesson. And all you dudes need to learn from this young Thug situation. You need to learn from this thugger situation. You could be on top one day. The next day, you in the federal penitentiary. You better learn something, black man. Stop promoting this wicked lifestyle. Because it's only going to lead to your demise. And everyone that's around you. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. If you are here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. If you enjoyed the show, the Cash App is going across the screen. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. Cash App $SheepStaySleepTV is where you can go. Hey, Sean Newsom, good to see you, love. Glad you was able to catch me live. I appreciate your support. Let me see who else up in here before we end today's show. Hey, Tanisha. Good to see you, Tanisha. Cynthia Lee. What's going on, Cynthia Lee? Raven says, I feel like they want black men to completely detach themselves from their own identity, and greatness of them prior to the 1600s in America. Detach the soul and you can control the body. I agree, Raven. I agree. Totally agree. What's up, Perfectly Imperfect? Zach Stewart, what's going on? Yeah, you must ain't hear when I said that, Zach Stewart, that most of the black men in prison are innocent. I said that for sure. But shout out to everybody. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Also, do not forget, get down in the description box. Follow me and my brother, the Book of Ronan, at the Foundational Manhood Podcast channel right here on YouTube. That's Foundational Manhood Podcast. Y'all can also follow us on Instagram at Foundational Manhood Podcast. We just dropped our first episode, so get over there and check out the first episode. Shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate all the love and the support. Shout out to everyone who has donated. Most importantly, I appreciate y'all being here. So hit the like button, share the show. If you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Get over there, subscribe to the Foundational Manhood Podcast. Follow my brother, the Book of Ronan. Get over there and support him. Don't forget, get down in the comment section and let me know what you think of today's show. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. But catch y'all on the next one. Peace.